Hello, room. How's everyone doing? Sorry I'm late here. Let's see what we got. We got Carlene Jackson have COPD, and yes, moist air can be an enemy. Carlene, you need to be real careful of stuff going around. Yeah. Hi, Judy. How are you doing? Yes, raining here too. The air was so close I couldn't breathe. So you're still having trouble breathing, huh? Baby tomato plants, Susie. That's awesome. The peepers weren't ready. I don't hear them peeping. I'm not a green thumb. All new for me, says Rain. Well, you just got to get started. That's how you do it. You got to learn. It just takes practice. Anybody can learn it. You just got to have the willingness to do it. Anybody can grow a green thumb. Just got to plant it. Anyway, so what else we got here? Halo, Rustafin. Let's see. Rainbow Rocks AZ. Hi, Cody. How you doing, Cody? You got some package on the way to you, Cody. Hope you get them soon. The post office has some delivery. Cody just ordered 50,000 worms, guys. So, Susie, I'm feeling rough, guys. It's just been a crazy week. It's been a crazy month. It's been something else. I'm practicing growing a garden, says Rainbow Food Rocks. This has been a rough week in so many ways. I guess, just after I did this session, last week I went to bed and I got up the next morning. Well, I didn't go to bed immediately, but when I got up the next morning, I'd actually got up a little early and meant to go back to sleep, but then I got the message and I kind of ruined my week. I found out my brother died of COVID-19. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't even know he was that sick. High casual preparedness. Turns out on my dad's birthday, I said, hey, we should have I texted him, I said, we should have a special event for Dad's 100th birthday. And he said he'd really like that. And that's the last text I ever got from my brother Ed. Apparently he started running a fever, and I didn't know that. And he was getting sick, and he passed away on the morning of the 16th. And yeah, anyway, so it was rough. But to make matters worse, post office calls me 2 hours later. Get this, the post office calls me 2 hours later and says, oh yeah, we just looked at it. And it wasn't the post office, it was the mail sorting facility in Birmingham. I had shipped worms Monday. This was Thursday morning. The worms should have already all just about arrived at their destinations last week. And they called me up and says, oh, we busted one of your boxes and we had to hazmat the whole shipment. I'm going, hazmat? It's not a hazmat situation. I said, these worms, there's no known human pathogen that can survive inside the gut of a worm. There is, sorry about buffering there. There's really nothing I can do for the buffering, friends. There's just nothing I can do out here for it. And I said, no, there's no known human pathogen can survive in the gut of a worm. And they're packed in inert peat moss. I said, if you don't ship this shipment, it will put me out of business. Absolutely, put me out of business. I said, my margins are way too tight. It was a big shipment. And so they said, okay, we'll ship them. Well, the next day, I find out Friday they hadn't moved anything. So I called my post office locally, and they tell me that, well, they're short-staffed down there. And so this is the worst I've ever seen it. It's every minute. I can't help it, guys. Maybe we should just quit doing live sessions. Because this is the only way I can do it right now. Yeah, it was, what the heck. I'm not even seeing my latest chats. This thing is not updating me. Okay, yeah, I keep refreshing. Anyway, so this was I have spent a lot of my time. You enter tracking numbers because you have to go to the name list. And my name list at certain points, and then it does this. And then you can go a little bit further and stop and do that again. And then you get down where you need to be. And then you got to go into the name. And once you open the name, if it don't do that, then you got to click on ship. Then you go to another screen, and then you enter the number. And then you got to go back up to the customer and back up to the list. And then it takes you back to the top again, and you got to scroll back down again. And all the way just doing this several times. I have spent 15 minutes entering a single number sometimes. And I've got, 60 some odd numbers I had to enter last time. And, I was at 5 o'clock this morning entering numbers into PayPal. And I talked to a couple of people today, and he says, "Well, my water's been shipped." I said, "Well, didn't you get your tracking numbers?" No. I said, "Check your email. Uh, check your spam folder." So after all that effort, PayPal is just not even sending the stuff out. They're kind of like my phone buffering, I guess. It's really, really aggravating. Anyway, and these messages aren't refreshing either. I have to hit this message button every time. So, yeah, the post office has been a pain, a very big pain this week, and it's on top of everything else, and it's just really taxed me hard. Hazmat Santa. Hey, I do have a red shirt on today. How about that? Southern Mercy. So sorry. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm having a tough time. I did not expect my brother Ed to have passed away like that. That really caught me by surprise. That was rough. And to make matters even worse, I go to I go to the post office. I go to the post office this week, ship my worms, to ship another shipment of worms on Monday. I'm wearing a face mask. This big, tall man walks up to me, just walks straight at me. He goes, "It's all a lie. It's all a scam. There's no such thing as a COVID-19. You don't need to wear that mask. Blah, 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 blah. It's all a lie. It's all a scam." Oh, my God. He got in my face. I didn't ask him for that. He got in my face, and he picked on the wrong man at the wrong time. I was about to deck him. I got mad. I got furious. It's like, really? My brother just died of this. He said, "Oh, no, your brother didn't die of this. Your brother died because he got a flu shot." I said, "My brother never had a flu shot." And then "Oh, well, he died because of 5G. I said, "There ain't no 5G in the county where my brother lives." And, I said, "No, and 5G will not kill you. It will not do this stuff." And he just kept on. So "You are a Freemason." Oh, my God. I really was about to get him, calling me a Freemason. I said, "I am not a Freemason. Everything you say is absolutely, absolutely wrong." Oh, I was mad at him. Yeah, he was a lot bigger than me, but he was about to get into it. I was mad. He came up and got in my face. I mean, I didn't ask for nothing. I didn't ask for a thing. I wasn't trying to pick anything. But don't go jump on me just a couple of days after my brother dies and cram that kind of crap down my throat. Don't go there with me. Just don't do it. That was uncalled for. There's no way in the world he should have been doing that. And yeah, I came really close to punching him, Judy. I sure did. I really did. There was other people around. I'm gonna tell you what, I came close to punching that guy. I really did. I did not ask for that. There's some lunatics out there. They're going ape crazy. They're going bat crazy. Those people are worse than the darn coronavirus. It's the idiots. It's the crazy people. He's the one that's going to cause people to get sick. And, that infuriated me. That really infuriated me. Don't go jump in my face and yell at me. He didn't know me from Adam's house. I didn't say nothing to him. I just happened to be wearing a mask. And that made him mad. Well, he's a fool and an idiot. And I told him so. And there's another woman there standing outside the parking lot of the post office who said her daughter has the COVID-19. And she was not happy with him either. I guarantee she was not happy either. And she called him a So, anyway, it was not a pretty situation. Why does somebody want to do that? Why do you go to somebody who's just, and I told him, I said, "Look, my brother just died, but that wasn't enough for him. He just had to keep pouring it on. It's like, really? Really? What kind of knucklehead idiot are you? Some people are so wrapped up in all this stuff. There's a bunch of garbage going around YouTube. There is a bunch of foolish, idiotic garbage going around YouTube. And I want to do a video when I get the time, and time is something I can't seem to find lately because I don't have time to sleep. I'm going to do a video on 5G, and I'm going to knock it out of the park. It's not 5G. there is a virus. Now, I'm not saying we're not being played. I'm not saying that there aren't powers that be that's taking advantage of this. I've said that, and y'all have heard it from me. You've heard me say that there are those out there who are saying that, never let a good catastrophe go to waste. And, maybe they had it planned. Maybe they were behind some of this. You know, I'm not saying. I don't know. I know there's a lot of allegations out there running around right now about uh, not just the Chinese, but about Dr. Fauci. I assume you've seen a lot of that stuff. Anyway, I get the feeling sometimes that certain people are put in our paths in order to teach us patience. Well, Jason, yeah. I didn't deck him. But boy, it was tempting. It was tempting. Nicole Parrish. Good evening, Greg and everyone. Came in a bit late. Hi, Nicole. You just missed my rant. Jason, Sassafras read yes, but I could prefer that they don't take us along with them. There you go. I don't want to get taken along with these idiots. Yeah. Here in New Jersey, if you don't have a mask, you're taken off the street by the PO. Okay. I'm kind of scrolling back up because a lot of these messages are just they're not updating right. Vent to use, Greg. Get it out of your system. Breath. All right. Guys, don't see. Fanny says we all need to request file from NASA Freeman. Whatever. So, yeah, don't go to somebody that's just lost a loved one and jump in their face and start yelling at them. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Don't do it to anybody. Come on, guys. That guy was nuts. Thank you, Brian. I came close to it, Brian. I really came close to it. Steve, yeah, all right. So finally, I've heard me rant. Let's see. If you're feeling, you're healing, says Rebel Rose. Thank you. Speaking of truth, it just might be. Yeah, there you go. So, I've been getting over 400 cases a day. The government not doing anything. Yeah. Good night, Nicole. Thanks for. Nicole, you leaving already? Oh, good evening, Greg. And no, she just came in. Okay. You know what? The only way I get an update, I have to click the live chat button continuously on this. This thing is just messed up tonight. I'm sorry for the buffering. It's just totally messed up. So, hang in there, bud. Can't lose you. Oh, thank you. Need some regular saying. All right, K-Town Daddy. Yeah, it's been a rough week. Now, the last thing I need is some idiot fool to jump in my face. I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for nothing. Why did you jump in my face? I didn't do nothing to him. I didn't say nothing. He just come up to me, ranting. And he just picked on the wrong guy. I didn't take none of it. I let it right back into him. I did not take none of it. Not for a minute. I told him what I thought, and I made no short order of it. Greg, what temperature do the red worms like? RB fishing. Red worms are the hardest worms across the broadest temperature ranges. I raise mine outdoors here. It does get over 100 degrees sometimes here, but I tell you it's better if you can keep them under 80, but they do grow in the shade. That does help. The winter times here, where my beds are at, do get down in the single digits sometimes. I've had winters where it stayed below freezing 3 days. But now the secret to that is having the bed big enough that it's got enough thermal mass, enough compost in there. A cubic yard has been quite adequate here. I did a video on keeping worms warm in the winter, so you can go check that out. And that's a good thing to look at to seeing the tactics for keeping them warm. For keeping them cool, there are people raise them in the deserts, and you can spray a little water jets on them, and that'll kill them down. I know people have done that in certain places. But these worms, they do raise them, all the way down almost on the Gulf Coast and places like that where it's really hot. So they're pretty durable. They're a rugged worm. Cases going up my area. Greg, okay, so I love all your videos about worms and worm farming videos. All right, Chris, appreciate that, Chris Roach. Yep, stupid. We'll try to kill them and ourselves. Yeah, stupid people. Oh my gosh, you can't fix stupid, right? You ever heard that saying? Can't fix stupid. Let's see. Greg, refuse to trash your nervous system for us. So, oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. But I didn't ask for it. The guy jumps in my face and starts yelling at me, and he's just yelling the wrong thing at the wrong time. I'm just still raw from having lost my brother, and this guy just gets in my face. And he can't even respect the fact that I lost a family member. He starts trying to tell me, "Oh, he said it's because he got the flu shot." That's the first thing he said. It's like, no, my brother never had a flu shot. Not since he was in the army. That's been a long time ago. And it was just one thing after another, just one thing after another. And I didn't take nothing from him. I threw it all back, and I told him what I thought in no uncertain circumstances. So, yeah, we're about to open the country wide open. Well, I mean, not wide open right off the bat, but a big debate going on right now. And I know that, the sisterhood of channels that a lot of us orbit around, there's differences, opinions of different people about what to do and what not to do. Uh, there's some are saying now there's 30 versions of this bug swimming around, and that some versions are worse than others. Apparently, what's come up through Italy and into Spain and the United States, at least in the New York area, may be the worst of the set. So I'll do a video, special chat talking about that. I don't want this to be a chat talking about that specifically, but I think there's a lot of risk and open it up now because we haven't gotten to the point of having a herd immunity. It's just not penetrated the population, even though it spread fast until we put the cap on things. It was spreading, about doubling every 3 days. Now it may be 12 days. It slowed down a lot. But as soon as you lift the gates, and the floodwaters to come in, it's liable to reignite. I don't know. Time will tell. It's all hard to say. But, it hasn't spread wide enough yet to have a herd immunity. So you can expect things to happen and probably another shutdown, and the economy might crash even harder because of the way we're talking about it. I don't know. But in any event, I do believe in personal freedom. So I think we got to protect our personal freedoms. Greg, what kind of lock do you put on Bill's gate? What kind of lock do we put on Bill's gate? Now that's a good one, Robert. What kind of lock do we put on Bill's gate? Yeah, I have to think about the Bill's gate. You got an answer, Robert? Let's see. Almost as many people. Oh, well, I don't know about that. Gee, Dark Horse, Wise. Hang in there, Greg. We're all praying for it. Thank you. I could use some praying right now. Sustainable Stewards. Hi, Stacy. How are you doing? That was a demonic attack. Susan, you might be just right. Boy, he did act demonic. But a lot of people are getting that in them right now. A lot of people are getting that way. Stacy says, Sustainable Stewards says, risk, yes, the herd immunity in W1, Wisconsin, excuse me, I was thinking World War I, not WW1, but WI, Wisconsin, in many counties is not happening. We got counties in central and northern Wisconsin and 0 cases in one. It needs to happen slowly. Well, there you go, exactly, Stacy. No, it's not penetrated deep enough, wide enough, far enough to give herd immunity. It's nowhere close to it. Finally, they'll laugh. Yeah, I can laugh at times. Yeah, I was just giving you guys a recap of my week, and it's been zany. It's been crazy. I lost my brother, and only 3 weeks after I lost my dad, and then they told me my entire worm shipment was hazmated, and this knucklehead at the post office just jumps in my face, spewing all kind of nonsense that I didn't ask for, and so it just made it for a zany week, and just staying up trying to put on these tracking numbers. Yeah, I'm kind of beat right now, kind of beat. So it's just one of them days. I'm sitting in Epsom salt bath. The time is near. Well, that's probably a good place to be. Not if it dies out, Mark. Oh, what did Mark say? I have to scroll back up. What did Mark say? Mark Walter, no cure. Won't everyone get it? There's always some that won't get it. There will always be some that won't get it. It never goes to everyone. No disease ever does. Fortunately, it may get most, and some will get more than others, but they never get quite everyone. Thankfully. So having a disease make us go extinct is not a problem. Unless it's a zombie apocalypse, because then the zombies run around and eat everybody. Not. I don't know, though. You know, maybe the zombie apocalypse has started. I just meant my first one. That's it. He's a zombie. Yeah, I think the zombieism is catching. So that must be it. Zombies. Yeah, I think the zombies are out, and I just ran into one. Pat in Kansas. Hello from Kansas. Well, we all need to do what makes us feel safe. That's right, Rose. That's right. You know, smash the love button for Greg. Well, thank you, Listen for Vision. Yeah, you know, hit the like button above. I just saw a like hit then. All right, we got 155 in here and only 77 likes, 78 likes. So, guys, if you're not liking what I'm saying, tell me. You know, somebody's hanging out here and they're just not clicking a like and they're not giving me love. So, Greg, I have a bait shop that's going to buy worms. Well, Cody, why are you going to be the capitalist, young man? Good for you. Good for you. Hey, you know, Cody, cups at a time, you know, sell them for, 30. I don't know what he's going to retail, what he's going to take for them or give you for them, but, you know, gosh, they sell them for $4.50 retail. Surely you can get $2.50 for them at least, maybe $3. If you can get a couple of bucks for them, you know, you can do well. Stay strong like you are, Greg. You have a great attitude. All right, thank you. Says from Mass Man there. Yeah, so we all get hit sometimes. I've been hit a lot here in this last month. My dad, my brother, a lot of stress in the business, and just overall, it's just a lot of hard times. Yeah, you're right, Stacy, St. Stewards. Hard times, Greg. Keep the faith. Thank you. Now, well, that's another thing. I did this video with this young lady, Danielle, who's been just recovered from COVID-19 herself. And just, you know, let people know that it affects young people too. And a whole lot of people unsubscribed and got mad at me because I'm not a flat earther. They somehow equate not being a flat earther to not believing in God. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You know, does your God require the whole world be a pie platter with a little roof dome sauce lid over the top of it? You know, my God's big enough to handle the entire universe. And my God's the greater creator that created everything. And yeah, I do believe in the greater creator. So, and I tell everybody that. So, and I've said that repeatedly. So, you know, somebody's got a problem with that. Man, good grief. Secret Truth says, wait till we don't have meat. We'll have zombies. You know, I tell people, you know, I got a worm for you. Know, people ask me, Greg, you're a prepper. Why are you telling everybody you're a prepper and you got a YouTube channel and blah, 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 blah. You know what I tell them? I said, well, you know, a worm's got to eat too. You know, kind of like Clint Eastwood in the movie Outlaw and Joseph Wells, you know, his partner is laying there, you know, after he shoots these two guys, and he says, well, shouldn't we bury him? He says, nope, and he spits on his forehead, and he says, crows got to eat just like a worm. Thank you, Cindy Lou. Thank you, Cindy Lou. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, I try to be a nice guy. I'm not somebody that ever goes out looking for trouble. But don't throw it on me. I mean, my gosh. I'm not going to take it. Don't just throw it on me. Hey, Greg, you need a full day off in jacuzzi and a beer. Well, Brian, beer will probably make my heart beat too fast. I'm a little bit adverse to alcohol, but yeah. I just got too many irons in the fire to take a day off, my friend. Just too many irons in the fire. We lost 2 young people in my small town this week. Oh, Susu, what happened? What happened, Susu? Is it COVID-19, car wrecks? What happened? What's going on here? As soon as I sent a text, Greg's video jam. Oh, yeah, you jamming me there, Jay? No, you're not. Let's see. Comet Moon. Wish my brother would have gotten himself treated from his alcoholism sooner. Yeah, poor guy. Sorry to hear that. Jim Watson. There's plywood beds. They're not lined with anything. No, mine are not. They're not lined. If people cannot accept your beliefs, then maybe you don't need them here. There you go. And Cynthia Nixon, I'm late. Good evening. So, I don't try to push my beliefs on anyone, and I try to be accommodating of everyone. COVID-18, that's what the two young people died of, was COVID-19? You know? And there's those that say, well, everybody that dies is getting, if they fall out of a plane without a parachute, they call it COVID-19. Well, my dad died when this was going when my dad died. And my dad had a foot on the lung, and they could have easily said that was COVID-19, but they didn't. It probably wasn't, but it actually could have been. They didn't test them. So, I find that argument a little hollow. And there's another thing I find hollow. There's some people that claiming, well, you test positive only if you've had the flu shot. Well, my sister-in-law and my brother both tested positive. My brother died. My sister-in-law is still alive, but neither one of them had a flu shot. I've tested. I am negative, thankfully. I am negative. I did test, and I am negative. And I think I had a good test because the local Alpha Hudson Institute, which is a genetics research institute here in Huntsville, Alabama, which is local, by the way. It's not some national big pharma outfit. They've got a lot of bright people there. They put this test together. They did an entire panel test of several different bacteria and viral infections. And so I came up negative of all viral infections, except I had a little bacterial problem causing my cough, apparently, so I'm treating that now. Yes, they were just getting hit in my area, says Susie. Let's see what else I'm missing here. Yeah, it is raining here. It is raining here. Can you hear the rain? Maybe that's one reason the frogs aren't singing. They did sing last night. And Stacy says, we're all setting up a little outbuilding this month for a self-serve bait shop. All right. That sounds great. Sustainable Stewards, self-serve bait shop. And Chris says, I don't like scientists who said in the beginning that you have a better chance of getting hit by an asteroid than dying of coronavirus. Well, the only thing is, if an asteroid hits, it gets everybody. That's why those chances are high. And it's like 100%. Eventually one to get, but it'll be a long time, hopefully. Let's see. We hope. But there is those things in prophecy, And the second angel blew his trumpet, and a mountain flaming, hits the ocean. So, there's that, and there's wormwood and other stuff. The whole post office thing, worms, hazmat, and zombie guy, demonic attack. Yeah, Miss T. Yeah, maybe the demons are after me because they know I got something in store and they don't like it. Because I certainly am not a fan of theirs. There you go. Thank you. I needed that. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I needed to get my strength back on. I could be dreaming. Thank you. My daughter and son-in-law have COVID. Wow, Granny. Oh my gosh, but recovered nice. That's good to hear. I love the sound of rain on the tin roof. I do have a tin roof, absolutely. But I'm under the wooden floor. The tin roof is above this. So there is a loft here. Let's see here. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believeth in him should not perish, but should have everlasting life. Much love from Unda. From Unda, my friend. Oh, yeah. Thank you from Unda. Anyway, so, yeah, if I was an atheist, I wouldn't be reading that stuff now, would I? Oh, Davin, how you doing, Davin? Hey, Greg, Angelic. It's Angelic. I work for you today to say hi to me. I work for you to say, hi to me. Hi. Okay, Davin and Angelic both work for me. So Angelic is logged on with Davin's name. All right, hydroxychloroquine and erythromycin plus zinc might work. Yeah, there are good studies, Michael, to that effect. And in fact, they're being discredited of late in the news media because some shoddy work done by the University of Virginia. But they're probably trying it on people that are already too far past. Maybe they're on their ventilators already. You got to hit it early. Any viral infection has to be attacked early on before it gets too late, too far along, because once the viruses have gone in and done all the damage, those things aren't going to prevent it from happening. They're not curative, they're antiviral. They're supposed to stop the viral infection early on. And so you've got to do that before you get to the stage of wearing the ventilators, before you get to an emergency situation. You got to treat it early. So the hydrochloroquine and the zinc and erythromycin together all made just work just fine. A French doctor said that 0.5% of the people he treated with that died. So it sounded like a resounding success for what he did. Now, if you look though, the University of Virginia has just got a new study contract to study a whole new antiviral drug. So maybe they were trying to deep six hydrochloroquine and hydroxychloroquine. I can't even talk today. And those things because they're trying to promote their other big pharma contracts. So am I supposed to say stuff like that on here? YouTube is about to really crack down on us. That's what they're telling us. Hey, Grant, how are you doing? Hi, Grant. Grant's got a good channel. He's a real outdoorsman, raises worms, and if he's not feeding his fish, he might eat them himself. Nah, Grant, I love Grant's channel. He's great. Uh, let's see, retired commentator, testing 1, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm here, in and out. There's a lot of blurriness going on. Sorry about the Amazing Drop. Hi, Greg. Condolences, Foster. Thank you, Amazing Drop. And, a lot of people have chimed in, and a lot of condolences have been offered, and I have read most of them. It's, time doesn't always permit me to answer all of them. I try to answer my YouTube videos after I first put them up, and sometimes I can get back in and answer some other things. But holy smoke, guys, I was up 5 o'clock this morning just entering tracking numbers for worms going out, and so, my time is quite limited. But, Ring Greg, much strength to you and your family. Thank you, Formunda. Listen, am I saying that right? Formunda. Okay, left off, Woden's World. Thank you. Yes, left off. I respect everyone's opinions, but respect mine. The one I do, one thing I do know is no one knows all but God. No argument with me, Nick. No argument on that point. No argument at all. I'm glad that robbery has slowed down. Yes, RB fishing. It is, for now at least. It might, as people start getting antsy, those things might kick around the other way in time. Things could get worse. But, accidents have slowed down. People aren't driving as much. There's a lot less accidents. People are getting injured a lot less. And that's one of the things that's keeping the hospitals from being overtaxed. And then, of course, there's those of us who had a couple of opportunities to go to the hospital who declined because we don't want to catch the bug, right? And that probably is how my brother got it. Judy said, and I hope Judy's still in here. Judy, you saw the video with her. If you haven't, go watch the video with Judy. Judy and her daughter, very nice people. They're on one of the videos. If you go back through my videos, Judy Dowell and her daughter both. And they were telling us about, they really think they got it from their doctor. So, and maybe that's all my brother did was go to the doctor and to the hospital. So he had been to the hospital because he had some kidney surgery. Basically, he was getting kidney stones out. Yeah, thank you, Rainbow Food Rocks. Thank you. And I keep having to hit the live chat button to see the latest. So, yeah, go check the video with Judy, and go check that latest video I did with the young lady. But like I said, a lot of people got aggravated because I said something to the effect that the world was round, and then they just got. I think that's what got them off it. But anyway. Was mass shame today, says Mossy Horn Hunter. Yeah. Well, you know what? Don't take it. Like a guy that jump in my face and trying to tell me it's all a scam after I told him my brother died. Greg, is your mom still with us? No, my mama passed in 2007. She died of renal cell carcinoma. So, yeah, I'm an orphan now. I've lost both my mom and dad. And one brother. Just my oldest brother now. The only one's left now. My oldest brother's a preacher, by the way. Very fundamentalist at that. We love you, Greg. Things will get better for everyone soon enough. Oh, thank you, Charles. So, Yeah, my brother is, he's a fundamentalist preacher. And his other brother's a rocket scientist. He raises worms. Plans were more dying, says a retarded commentator. Well, maybe. So maybe. Like going to doctor, guaranteed sick most of the time. Raven Kiefer. Everyday blue. Well, the earth is round. Let him go. Well, you're everyday blue. Is that like the world? Earth blue, blue dot. WGG. Omega fatty acids reduce lung inflammation during infections. The second best source of omega fatty acids, flaxseed. The best source is hemp seed. The most traditional, I can't talk, complete food in the world. Says Joe Bloomfield. Joe Blundell. Okay, pardon me. Murdering name. Sorry about that. Adams Patch, love you, GG, thank you. And Jason Avers. Jason's a Facebook friend. I ordered worms too. You can always just say, wearing the mask to make everyone else feel better and walk on. Yeah. Yeah, what do you do when somebody jumps in your face yelling and shouting? Anyway. Yeah, maybe I am under demonic attack. Maybe they're after me because maybe they know I got something up my sleeves that ain't going to serve them well. That's it. They're after me. They don't want us to form our communities, maybe, our tribes. The Simpsons is streamable 24/7. Why? Interesting. See, I found my first worm cocoon today, and I'm excited that I am doing stuff right in my worm bin. All right, RB fishing. Awesome. Corey McNaughton. Oh, yeah. Corey McNaughton is one of my ladies that ordered worms here, right? Chia seed is also a great source of omega-3. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I do have some chia seed. So, I have to keep hitting the live chat button again. They're just not scrolling the way they should. And the retarded commentator says, hold on. What are we holding on to? So, here we go. I got a question. Yeah, you're cheering up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys cheer me up. I was just kind of going over some of the stuff of the week that kind of has been stressful to me. Yes, love the tribe. So yeah, we got to work on that. Remember, send your emails. Yeah, I got to get caught up. I've got some replies to do. Send your emails to HAL5space, HAL 5 SPACE at AOL.com. HAL5space at AOL.com and put tribe in the subject line if you're interested. So, one of the things that I've seen certain people post on YouTube is that, well, if you test positive for COVID-19 if you had a flu shot. Okay, well, I know 2 people that tested positive that did not have a flu shot. So that's sounding kind of suspect. So let's check the other side. I'm sure some of the people here in this chat have probably tested for COVID-19. Is there anyone here that's had a flu shot that tested negative? Can you tell me anybody here in this chat tested negative for COVID-19 that had a flu shot? Hey, Greg, will it cheer up if I order 10,000 worms? Hi, Jim. Yeah, that should work. Let's see. There we go. Judy, did you have Judy says no, so make sure we got this right. So no, you did not have a flu shot? I know you tested positive. Anyone tested negative for COVID-19 that says you're clear, but yet you had a flu shot? Because some people say if you have a flu shot, you're going to test positive. I'm trying to see if we got the opposite going on here. I do not get flu shots of any vaccines. I suspect most of them. No flu shot, no test. Okay, no suit. Yeah, we're not the biggest fans of getting vaccines on flu shots here, are we? None for me. So maybe we got to survey another group to get this stuff. I do wish love and light to all those living through these dark times and what is ahead for mankind. Well, thank you, Nick. Thank you. I'm telling y'all that, and having other videos, that we've got a lot coming at us. It's kind of like we're on the train track, that things are coming at us from every direction. We're in a multi-dimensional train track at the junction of tunnels. And you definitely have to keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel because it's coming fast and furious. And they talk about a second wave of this, and I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't other things to be unleashed upon us. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised at all. I've never had a flu shot. All right, Cody. No cheap for me, thank you, says Charles. Rob Billard. Rob Billard. Okay. Pardon me if I didn't get that right. Yeah, I don't know, Chip. I hear you. And what I tell people, survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. You take a chip, you're in the hive, my friends. You are in the hive. So, that violates one of my tenets. The IBC care are very good for doing the worms. Okay. Yeah, I've had good luck with them so far. I'm still just starting out with it. I've not had them for a year. But so far, it's been doing well for me. As you might have seen, I do have IBC totes that I put on sleds, or my sled worm beds. I got a video on that. And Annie says, last time I got a flu shot, I got sick. My body was apparently too busy fighting the flu shot. I believe that. And let's see. Jason says, I've had plenty of vaccinations, but never had any novel medical product. Well, Jason, are you a veteran? Yeah, when you're a veteran, so when you're in service, you get peppered. And I've been there definitely. But that's been a while ago. It's been a while since I've been in service. Let's see. Grand Southern minimum food shortages. Yeah, I'm expecting that. I've done some videos talking about that. Maybe I'll do some more. I've not got a flu shot before. Never got a flu shot. I would be fishing. Adam's Patch says, told you it was late. And there's a package. Okay, so Adam, what's the package? What's late? What's the package? Yeah, I did want to run a little poll here, and I kind of figured you guys will not be the guys taking a lot of flu shots. I definitely got pepper a little over 20 years ago. Oh, yeah. Yep, same here. Well, I was in the military. I was in the Army from 1979 to 1983. I got out in 1983 and drove from Fort Greely, Alaska, down through the Yukon Territory, into Alberta, and then back down through British Columbia. I drove through British Columbia a little bit on the way to Alberta, and then back into British Columbia, and went down the Fraser River Canyon into Vancouver, went down the west coast, drove south. I got in the Mojave Desert, turned left. And I drove till I reached a big crack in the ground, and I turned right. And I drove south till I reached the point where the cactuses were all standing up with their arms in the sky, and turned left. And then I drove home. All the way back to Alabama. I was there for directions. So that was 1983. So let's see, what is sustainable stay up here? I have been real sick like 3 times in my life. Every time I know I got it from the doctor or the hospital. Hospitals are germ central. You were right, Stacy. Absolutely. Germ central. Wow. Have no fear, peeps. Is always love. Greg's a beautiful example. Well, thank you. Flu shot is the flu, and it helps your body get rid of it faster. Well, whatever. It's not for everybody, though. So, the main thing here is to give people this chat session. I had actually thought about not doing this because I'm having so many format problems with buffering and all these things. But it really dawned on me that, people need a chance to get together. This is a chance to commune, for people to chat with each other. A lot of you chat with each other here through the live chat, and that's what it's for. The live chat is to give you guys a chance to chat with each other. We're a family, a tribe, and then I try to respond to as many of these as I can see. I want out of Seattle. My hubby loves Alabama. Well, hey, come down here to Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, come down here. And so yeah, Seattle is want to be the central place for anything breaking out, given its proximity to the west and all the international traffic going through Seattle-Tacoma Airport. I've been through there. I remember I think probably the movie Airplane might have been set there. I don't remember. I remember definitely the first time I went through there, seeing the Hare Krishna guys and all those in the airport, Fusion Energy people. That's all in the movie airport. You don't see that anymore. It's been a long time. Greg, your worms love my rabbit manure. Oh, they do. They love that better than anything. They absolutely do. Prepping for what unknown could come is important. Absolutely, Sue. So we just don't know. There's too many things out there that could hit us. A lot of unknowns. I'm here to tell you, though, that this is going to be an interesting decade. I said that right early on in January about the 2020s, and holy smoke, it's not disappointing as has it. So Corey says, my one and only flu shot darn near killed her. Never again. Ooh, wow. Yep, yep. So many sick here in Washington, right? Yeah, how do you pronounce your name? A-I-N-E, Ain? It can't be N because that's sort of A-N, so Ain, A-I-N-E, Ain. So that's interesting. I'm stuck in my head. Sweet Home Alabama has been in lots of movies and a cartoon. Sweet Home Alabama. Lord, I'm coming home to you. Yeah. And that's just exactly what I was thinking when I crossed the state line coming back from Alaska. After 2 years up there. In fact, I think it was actually playing on the radio. Maybe it was. If it wasn't, it was definitely playing in my head, but that's the way I remember it. So, I had a buddy from Massachusetts, and he and I would get in debates sometimes, chatting, and we was talking about the relative merits of each state. And I said, well, buddy, I bet you there ain't no song Sweet Home Massachusetts. Well, kinds of people in service. Yes. Sure did amazing drop. So, I do have a cough, but I am COVID negative. Trust me, I just got tested. You're bobbing and weaving straight. Hang on. I have to hit this thing over. Okay. Earth is